Donnie and Dolly. The team is supported by ableauctions.ca. Closing your business? We can help.
All of our guests today, sponsored by Basant Motors. That includes Craig Button standing by. It's no tax November at Basant. Let Basant pay the GST with the purchase of your next new-to-you vehicle. Learn more at basantmotors.com. As Craig Button, who usually joins us on a Tuesday, joins us now on a Monday. Got a little confused there. Had a busy weekend. Watching Connor Bedard and World Cup hockey and the Canucks, or World Cup soccer. And the Canucks TSN scouting director, Craig Button. How are you?
I am good. I have a question for Rick, though. Rick gets the first question of the day. What do you think of the shirt?
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Where can I get one, Craig?
Lululemon. It's a hiking shirt. Shirt. So what I call it is, in case I get lost hiking, somebody will be able to find me if I wear this shirt.
It looks like a painter, all over.
Jackson Pollock. Yeah. Craig, the 60s called. They want their shirt back.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, let's go to Woodstock, Donnie. Rick doesn't know what we're talking about.
Oh, I do.
Hey, good documentary on not the original Woodstock 99. It was good.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I saw that one, Donnie.
No, it's good. It's called Trainwreck. Yeah. When you're not watching, check. Hey, Craig, Connor Bedard, both Rick and I went and saw him play Friday against the Giants. Fabulous. He got 3 goals the next night in Victoria. Is there a weakness in his game, Craig?
You know, it's funny, Donnie, that you asked me that. I was talking to Sport Logic, who are the leading hockey data analytics firm in the world. And, they were asking me that question the other day, and they're going, what about his defensive play? I can only tell you this. If you're drafting or Connor Bedard for his defensive play, or you're concerned about drafting Connor Bedard based on his defensive play, you're not watching and you're not even thinking about the right things. The guy is an offensive dynamo. He is brilliant. He's a wizard. You just saw it. Rick, I saw the video you posted. He didn't even score on that play.
No.
But, he's that type of player. When I call him a franchise player, when he comes out on the ice, everybody knows and everybody gets to the edge of their seat. He's unbelievable in that regard. So, Donnie, when you ask me if there's a weakness in a game, you can find a weakness in anybody's game.
Yeah.
You know what? And to me, Connor Bedard he changes the fortunes of a franchise. That's what he does. And that's the way I look at him. Maybe he's not as tall as Mario Lemieux. Okay, that's a weakness, right? Maybe his defense isn't like Patrice Bergeron. Well, that's a weakness. But that's not what you can't do anything about the height, and you're not drafting him to be Patrice Bergeron.
Switching gears, Canucks 3 for 3 on their road trip. They've won 5 of their last 6. What are you seeing, Craig?
Bruce, there it is. Bruce, there it is. Bruce, there it is.
San Jose.
Yeah, I know. It's funny, and you've heard me on this. You look at the Western Conference wild card, and now the Canucks are right there. I mean, you got Minnesota, you got St. Louis, you got Calgary, you got Edmonton. Vancouver's found their way right into the hunt now. Here we are, just over 20 games into the season, and despite such a horrific start and everything that went with it, here they are. They're in the fight again. And, I think Bruce has, stabilized the team. And I think he's done it in this way. I really believe that they're going to have to be a run, gun, and fun team. They're not going to be able to defend well enough to just rely on that. So I'm a believer that when it's 2-0, make it 3-0. I'm not talking about being reckless or just being, throw caution to the wind. Your strengths are your offense. And I think that's really, really come to the fore here with the Vancouver Canucks. The other thing that's happened, and this is a bonus, nobody should ever apologize for it, Thatcher Demko has not been at the same level this year as he was last season. Spencer Martin stepped up in a big way, and I think that's become instrumental, because if you're going to play that game of offense and try to let your offensive players run, you don't need bad goals going in. Spencer Martin's been really good for the Canucks. So here they are, November, right on the cusp of the month turning into December. They found their ways back. They found their way back into the hunt.
Craig, Andrei Kuzmenko, he was the great unknown. We had nothing to base our opinion on other than KHL tape in the summer. 10 goals, 21 points, 21 games. He's on one of the hottest lines in the National Hockey League with Pettersson and Mikheyev. Your thoughts on Kuzmenko and his hot start?
Well, if you think about it last year, and having watched Kuzmenko, I thought that it was a really nice signing because they weren't asking him to come in and be a frontline guy. They were asking him to come in and add to the offensive group, a very gifted offensive group up front. And what Kuzmenko has come in and done has been nothing short of brilliant. I mean, you think about the way he plays the game, the enthusiasm he has for the game. I would say that he could easily have 7 or 8 more points, maybe 9 or 10 more points based on the chances he generates. But he's quick and he's fast and he's hungry. And, when you get a player like that around other really good offensive players, that's how you get the best out of that player. And I don't think it's just getting the best out of Andre. I think it's also he's helping other players, be at their best. And, you think about it. I've talked about it with you guys on this show. I've talked about it in other places. You go and you sign Mikheyev, you go and you sign Kuzmenko. Now it opens up opportunities for you to improve in other areas on your team, specifically the blue line. And I think that with the play of Kuzmenko, with the play of Mikheyev, I think that it becomes clearer and clearer that with the wealth of talent that the Canucks have up front in their forward group, that they can explore these options to improve the blue line.
Hey, Craig, the Canucks are 5-1 in their past 6, but they are not the hottest team in this region. Seattle, 5 straight wins, 8-1-1. They're second in the Western Conference. What's going on there, Craig? I mean, they are off to an incredible start.
2 things. They're a quick and fast team, and they were last year. I was talking to Ron Francis about 3 weeks ago, and he said, last year we could never really, take advantage of opportunity because our offense wasn't good enough. They add Matty Beniers, their first ever pick, and he's been great. You add Andre Burakovsky, you add Oliver Bjorkstrand. So now you have a little bit more opportunity to take advantage of your play and take advantage of your speed and your quickness. And they were counting on Philip Grubauer and Chris Driedger to really carry the load in net. And last year it wasn't very good. This year, Martin Jones, the Vancouver native, has come in and probably unforeseen and really given them really good goaltending. And I think that when you get even league average goaltending with good offense and a really good system of team play, which the Seattle Kraken have under Dave Haxtell, that's how you have success. So I think that, having Martin Jones play at a really good, solid level, but certainly the addition of the offensive players. And Ronnie Francis said, you know what, we don't fall behind and think, oh, it's over tonight. He goes, we know that we can take advantage and that we can get on the right side of scores with our added offense.
Jets over Chicago 7-2. The Jets are a quiet second place in the Central Division. I'm sure you'd agree with the quiet part of that. What do you like about the Winnipeg Jets? You tweeted about it yesterday.
Yeah, what I like about the Winnipeg Jets is I don't think they were embarrassed by what happened last year, the players and certainly the organization. They made a significant coaching change. Rick Bowness came in, and Rick's record of really instilling a good, strong defensive structure, was well known. Well, I think that's what we're seeing with the Winnipeg Jets. They've always had good offensive players, and now you got a committed team now to understanding this is what we can do to have success. So nobody ever wants to be embarrassed, Donnie, but sometimes out of that embarrassment, there becomes a little bit more focus. Okay, we all got to be better individually and then collectively. And I think that's what's happened. The defensive play, I think, has taken a lot of the burden off of Connor Hellebuck. And when Connor Hellebuck's a Vezina Trophy winning goaltender. And so when you ask him to just do what he can and bail us out the odd time instead of all the time, I think you're going to get the best of Connor Hellebuck. I think that's what they're getting this year. I like what they've done deeper down their lineup. Saku Maanalainen, Morgan Barron, who came over into Andrew Cobb. These are big guys that can skate and they can push opponents around. Jansen Harkins has played well. Mikey Esiamon has played well. They picked up Falby, Janssen Falby, and he's been really good with his speed. So, some of the additions they've made to their team, I think have given them a little more strength deeper in their lineup with speed and size. And those guys are taking some of the scoring pressure off the top guys, along with the defensive play. No accident they find themselves where they are. Good test on Tuesday, though, for the Jets with the Colorado Avalanche coming into Winnipeg.
Craig, very quickly, your thoughts on John Herdman's F Croatia comment and what effect it might have had or not had on Canada's loss on the weekend.
Well, here's what I'm going to say. I mean, listen to the Croatian players. I mean, they were very clear. It was extra motivation. Not that they need motivation in a World Cup. So they were very, very clear. You know, we all love John Herdman. John Herdman could have been a lot more humble after it was exposed what he said. And you know what? I get in the heat of the moment. You're trying to motivate. But and even yesterday, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. You know, you watch him yesterday, and they asked him about the comment. He goes, well, I felt really good about it after the first 20 minutes. It's not 20 minutes, John. And John missed the opportunity to display some humility there and show some respect to Croatia. That's my thoughts.
The best part about that shirt is that it goes with your wall in the background.
Here's the beautiful thing, Donnie. Yeah. I could paint my walls any color to go with any wall.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Craig, thanks for this. Talk to you next week.
Great. You guys have a great day. Thanks.
You bet. Craig Button, TSN Scouting Director.